great players. They have a great organization. And you tell them one thing.
What is good, Raider Nation? It's your boy Raider Alex back with yet another video for you guys. Anybody that's new to the channel, you guys love Raider related content just like this, make sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Also make sure to hit that bell notification, that way you get notified every time I post a video just like this one. Without further ado, let's jump right into the topic of this video. The Las Vegas Raiders fell to the Los Angeles Chargers, and even though we lost, I was excited to see the fact that we had a new face at the quarterback position. The Raiders were forced to start rookie quarterback Aiden O'Connell, who we drafted in the 4th round of the 2023 NFL Draft, as Jimmy Garoppolo was ruled out due to the concussion protocol, and the Raiders had the first chance to see Aiden O'Connell as a starting quarterback. Aiden O'Connell went 24-39 with 238 yards passing, 0 touchdowns, 1 interception, and was sacked a total of 7 times on the night. And there was a lot to take away from Aiden O'Connell's rookie debut performance. A lot of good, but also kind of a lot of bad. I mean, let's just jump into the film and see what the kid showed us in his first official start in the National Football League. Now, the Raiders struggled to keep Aiden O'Connell clean as they just failed to pick up the stunt here from former Raider Khalil Mack, who had a hell of a game. On this play right here, this is where you're going to see Aiden O'Connell excel at the next level. The Raiders were able to run the ball effectively in the previous plays, and it leads to the perfect opportunity for O'Connell to hit Jakobi Meyers on this play action, hits him right in stride, which allows him to get some yards after the catch. Here, I like how he gets aggressive. He sees Davante Adams has a favorable matchup and throws it up and is able to draw a pass interference call to put us right in the red zone. Love the execution on this good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Runs it for a touchdown. He did well running these plays in the preseason, and now he's able to do it in the regular season as well. Beautiful stuff. Here, he had Davante Adams open, and he throws it behind him. Adams had a step on his receiver, as we can see, and the ball is underthrown. He has to stop and slow down to try to make this catch, and it also leads him to get hit on that shoulder, which led him to be questionable for his return in this game. Now, the first fumble of the day for Aiden O'Connell. Here we can see our right tackle Thayer Mumford and center Andre James lose their matchups, and it causes pressure on Aiden O'Connell, and really nobody was open on this play either. You know, maybe Amir Abdullah, look, he didn't even have his head turned around as soon as that pressure got there. Best case scenario here, maybe he dumps it off to Amir Abdullah, or he just chucks it at his feet. But regardless, Aiden O'Connell has to do a much better job when it comes to the ball security. We can't cough up the ball every time we get a sack. Now, the second fumble of the night for Aiden O'Connell. Here we can see wide receiver Jakobi Meyers running this pre-snap motion, and just take a look at him and follow him on the route. To me, this sack was on Aiden O'Connell because Jakobi Meyers was open, and really he needed to get this ball off right now. He takes a little too long. He even tried to set his feet after he saw Jakobi Meyers was open, but that's just a second too late. It results in a strip sack, and once again, he's got to do a better job when it comes to ball security. But if he would have had a better anticipation, this should have been a first down. Right here, he missed an easy completion to Josh Jacobs on this dump-off pass. Here he throws it too high, and more than likely this was caused by the pressure from Khalil Mack on his left-hand side. But he can't miss this, especially too, I mean, if the corners were higher up on their zone coverage right here, and you overthrow this ball, or if it hits Josh Jacobs' fingertips and it gets tipped up, this could have easily led to a pick six. Now on this rep, much better on his anticipation on this throw. Look at how the ball is already out of his hands before Jakobi Meyers finishes the route. I like how he didn't make the same mistake twice on this concept in this game. Now, not the best decision making right here. Essentially, he throws it into triple coverage, but crazy enough, Jakobi Meyers makes a phenomenal play on this, and he comes up with a pass, but the Raiders got screwed on this penalty by the refs, in my opinion. And right here, Aiden, he holds on to the ball too long. He had Hunter Renfrow open on this underneath route. When you hold the ball too long, you're going to get sacked. So this sack was on Aiden O'Connell. The Raiders offensive line right here get beat. First, we can see on the edge, Khalil Mack gets around Jermaine Illuminor. Josh Jacobs here, he does his best picking up the Chargers linebacker on the blitz, but this play quickly gets destroyed as the pressure gets there, and really nobody is open yet on their deep routes down the field, which is also an interesting play call because you know your offensive line has been struggling thus far, and instead of trying to get Aiden O'Connell's confidence back into the game and establish a rhythm on offense by moving the chains, trying to slow down this aggressive defensive line from the Chargers, McDaniels tries to go deep here on a 3rd and 5, so interesting decision in the play calling. I would have liked to see at least a couple underneath routes in case the pressure got there, some hot routes for Aiden O'Connell to throw to. Good accuracy right here to hit Davante Adams right in the hands, and he fits this into a tight window on this quick slant. I love Aiden O'Connell's ability here to extend the play and avoid the pressure. He tries to connect with Josh Jacobs in the corner of the end zone, and the pass was on target. It was a pretty accurate pass, but that's going to be a tough catch for any running back to make. Another bad decision here by Aiden O'Connell. He throws it into double coverage, and the safety drops an interception. He's lucky this pass was not intercepted. Once again, very effective in the quarterback sneak. That's exciting for me to see. Good anticipation on this throw once again, especially since there was pressure coming on his right hand side. He gets it off just in time. Miscommunication between Davante Adams and Aiden O'Connell right here. Davante Adams runs the route inside and the ball was thrown outside. Look, Davante Adams is the veteran and he has more experience with this playbook, so I would have to assume Aiden O'Connell was the one that misreads this play. Just a great throw right here, 20 yards outside the numbers, and the Raiders finally get their star wide receiver involved late in the ball game. Now here the Raiders call some type of design rollout rub route concept, and the Chargers aren't falling for it. But look, remember this play because it's going to come back to haunt us. And right here, this should have been Aiden O'Connell's first career passing touchdown, but Josh McDaniels failed to let the refs review this play. Beautiful accuracy right here from Aiden O'Connell. Hits Hunter Renfrow right in stride for a first down. Now in this play, the scenario is the Raiders are on a 3rd and 10, down 7 points late in the 4th quarter. So essentially the Raiders are in 4-down territory, and I just don't like this throw right here. Once again, Jacoby Myers is in like double coverage with heavy traffic around him. So in my opinion, I think he should have just dumped this off to Austin Hooper. He was wide open. Look, more than likely he wasn't going to be able to get the first down, but as I said, it's 4-down territory anyway. So look, just take the yards and get yourself in a very manageable 4th and short situation compared to being in a 4th and 10. But on the very next play, the 4th and 10, Aiden O'Connell makes up for it. He makes the right decision on 4th down. The Chargers chose to have single coverage on Davante Adams. In that scenario, look, you always got to throw it up to your star player in Davante Adams, and he makes a spectacular catch, keeping both feet in bounds. And right here, the dagger for the Las Vegas Raiders. Once again, they run this design rollout rub concept that didn't work in the whole game and in the most crucial situation in the ball game. So I was not a fan of the play call, but we also got to give some blame on Aiden O'Connell because he should have seen this was not man-to-man coverage, and by throwing this into zone coverage, you're just asking for trouble. And it also doesn't help the fact that Jacoby Myers wasn't even looking towards the ball, almost as if this play was not designed for him to be a receiving threat. Look, not sure what exactly happened, but bad read from Aiden O'Connell. Should have just thrown this pass away, and this is also a bad play call from Josh McDaniels. So overall, Raider Nation, there was a lot to take away from Aiden O'Connell's rookie debut performance. He struggled to start the game with his ball security, and the Raiders offensive line struggled to keep him clean, but that was also because I feel like we're drawing up too many plays with these deep routes when it should have been a little bit more balanced between quick check down routes, screen passes, underneath routes to help slow down the Chargers defensive front instead of trying to hit them deep so often. Aiden O'Connell at times held onto the ball too long, which resulted in some sacks, and at times he did make some bad reads, throwing it into double coverage, and he was lucky he didn't have more interceptions on the night. He also has to do a better job with his ball security. And what I will say is, look, I do like the fact that he's an aggressive quarterback, but you also can't be reckless out there. He's gonna gonna have to find that right balance of when to play it safe and when to take chances and be aggressive as a quarterback. His accuracy overall was pretty good. I think it will only continue to get better the more he plays in the National Football League as well. And all in all, given the circumstances, I thought he played a pretty good game. I like what he brought to our offense when it comes to throwing the ball deep, his accuracy, the overall poise of the position, and his quarterback sneaks. Look, unfortunately for him though, and most of the fan base who wanted to see more of him, it looks like Josh McDaniels is going to go back to quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo come Monday night versus Green Bay Packers. So who knows when the next film study for Aiden O'Connell will be. This was a very fun video for me to do. I think at some point he will be named the full starter, either due to a big injury from Garoppolo or if the team is that bad and they just want to see what they have in Aiden O'Connell before a crucial offseason. But at some point, I do think O'Connell is going to be the full-time starter. And just in general, I like what I saw from Aiden O'Connell. I think he could be a good player for us, but I need a much bigger sample size to fully determine whether or not I think he can be the franchise quarterback for the Raiders moving forward. But Raider Nation, let me know what you guys thought in the comment section down below of Aiden O'Connell's performance. And for anybody that is new to the channel you guys love Raider related content just like this, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. With that being said, I will see you guys in the next one.